So what do we have here? This is a 3-string cigar box guitar. So I'm not sure where to start on this one. It's just completely different. So here we've got 3 simple tuners. I don't think they're even branded. They must be Chinese made tuners. And a nut made out of a bolt. This one uses a hex key. You've got thin fret wire. These strings are typically tuned G, D, G. I don't know if these cigar boxes actually come with these sort of holes here. You see that's being removed? No, I think that those have been put in there based on what I'm seeing on this side to allow the thing to resonate. We've got a brass plated, I would say that's like a Telecaster style pickup. We've got another piece of fret wire to create the bridge piece on top. This neck's interesting. It looks like an oak countertop. Goes along into the headstock. And then the fretboard itself, the grain on there looks like beech. So very British. We've got presumably a volume and a tone knob. And then our output jack is down here. On the back of this cigar box, there is felt. So it sort of sits nicely on your lap, sits nicely sat down. And that's kind of it. It's a very simple piece of kit. There doesn't seem to be any sort of way to adjust the intonation. Curious why they didn't use a piece of fret wire to make the nut. Have a 0 fret on there, but that's how they've made it. And here's another curiosity I noticed. This is wound one way to keep these parallel, and this is wound the other, which can easily catch you out, tuning them up and all go in the same direction. Another little oddity that I found, you've sort of got this scheme of inlays. You've got 2, 2, 2, 2, and at the 12th you've got 2 sets of 2, and then 15th, 17th fret, and then there's inlays on the 19th fret, but there's no fret wire. And so that gave me the idea, and also there's no real way to set the action without, taking this bridge off and shaving the bottom of it and sticking it back on. So, and obviously no truss rod. So the action is very high. I mean, we've got a broken string here, which I'll fix up. The action's very high, which made me think, so this guitar would be great played with a slide. But then I got to thinking, with the tuning of G, D, G, that's an open power chord, that's a root 5th octave. Let's see what we can do with this then. So here we have the cigar box guitar. I can place this string here. Also lubricated these pots, and I've earthed this pickup cover. These pots are still scratchy after lubricating. They're better, but they're not great. So the way to improve that sort of sound, just put some distortion on so you can hear this. The way to improve that would be to replace the potentiometers. The ones inside are quite small, cheap potentiometers, so that is the way to resolve the sound that won't go away when you clean the pots with contact cleaner. There's our jack on the bottom there. 3 strings, all different colours, which are very satisfying, I think. And then the pickup here, I've adjusted the height to make sure that all of these strings are at the same volume. The way to adjust the action, so the action's quite high, the way to adjust the action on this would be to shave off the bottom of the bridge. You can see that this bridge is now slanted at to allow for good intonation. So we've got an octave. They're all as close as I can get them, bearing in mind that that's a piece of straight fret wire. Occasionally this bolt uses a nut, ironically, will buzz, and the way that I found to fix that is to lift the string. Let me see. Yeah, lift the string off of the groove and then drop it back on. And if that hasn't fixed the buzz, the sitar effect, then just try it again. And that's worked so far. The tuners, they're wound in a specific way to allow these to remain as straight as possible. So you see here we go one side of the post, and this one is actually wound the other way round, and this one is wired the same way as this one, but they're awfully confusing, so just pay attention whether you're tightening or loosening, because that will prevent you from breaking strings in the future. So how does it sound? We're going to go a clean tone on our amp. So we've got a clean tone on the amp here, so we're just hearing the pickup, tone knobs on full, volumes on full. So thanks to these sound holes, it has quite a good acoustic tone. You can hear all the strings very clearly. So the pickup is centrally placed here, and with the action being so tall, I thought what would be fun is to break out a slide, a genuine bottle slide, because you know it's a very made at home DIY thing. So we've got a bottle here, and then just put wax and distortion on there.